Chelsea fans have finally lived through the kind of moment that will be remembered for years, as Fabrizio Romano and Sky Sports together confirmed one of the most dramatic double deals in modern football, with Christopher Nkunku sealing his move to Bayern Munich and Xavi Simons completing his long-awaited dream switch to Chelsea. A story that has kept the footballing world on edge all summer and has now ended with Stamford Bridge catching fire with excitement and belief. For months, the saga felt like a roller coaster, with Nkunku's future up in the air, with Bayern pushing relentlessly and Chelsea refusing to budge until the timing was perfect. But when the breakthrough finally arrived, it became clear that his departure was not a loss, but the decisive trigger for something greater. The signing of Xavi Simons, who had eyes only for Chelsea and who had turned down advances from Manchester City, Bayern Munich and several Premier League rivals simply because his dream was blue and only blue. For Chelsea, this is not just a transaction, it is a symbolic moment, the closing of one chapter and the beginning of another, Nkunku moving to Germany to rediscover himself in Bayern's system, while Chelsea gain a jewel who has been waiting patiently for the door to open. Fabrizio Romano explained it in the clearest way possible: deal sealed for Nkunku to Bayern, deal done for Xavi Simons to Chelsea. Chelsea are on fire. While Sky Sports called it a blockbuster switch that shakes the market and changes the destiny of two great clubs. Those words spread like wildfire through social media, Chelsea fans lighting up London with celebration, German outlets hailing the arrival of Nkunku in Bavaria, but above all, a sense of destiny at Stamford Bridge, where supporters knew this was coming, knew the club were building towards it, and now have the proof that patience has its rewards. Xavi Simons has been nothing but consistent throughout the summer, rejecting whispers, closing doors, and sending one simple message: that Chelsea was his only option and the only place he wanted to be. His loyalty was tested with calls from Bayern in recent weeks, with Manchester City exploring possibilities and even other Premier League sides trying to tempt him. But he never wavered. He kept waiting while Chelsea prepared their squad for his arrival, even understanding that Nkunku's exit had to be completed before the move could happen. That patience has made the deal even sweeter for the fans, because this is not a player coming for convenience or money, but a player arriving because he truly wanted this club, this badge, this project. For Chelsea supporters, that matters just as much as the talent he brings on the pitch. Manager Enzo Maresca has been one of the most vocal supporters of bringing Simons in, shaping his vision around a player who can connect midfield to attack with fluid movement and creativity. And now, he has the perfect fit. At Cobham, there is already a buzz about how Simons will link with Cole Palmer, how Estevao, the Brazilian wonder kid, could slot alongside them, and how Chelsea's front line is suddenly becoming one of the most imaginative and youthful in Europe. Maresca has spoken of bravery, expression, and tactical intelligence, and Simons embodies all of that, pressing with intensity, working hard without the ball, and dazzling with skill when he has it. The thought of him floating behind the striker, unlocking defences and dictating tempo, has made supporters dream of a brand new Chelsea that plays with swagger and fearlessness. The reaction across London has been electric. Fans outside Stamford Bridge have been singing, social media has been dominated by celebrations, and the phrase "Chelsea are on fire" has become a rallying cry. Some fans have already said this is the moment the project became real, that the club has stopped merely participating in the market and is now dominating it. Nkunku's exit, once feared, is now seen as a masterstroke, because it opened the path for something greater, and Xavi Simons' arrival is viewed as not just a signing, but a declaration of intent. Chelsea are back, stronger, bolder, and hungrier than ever. The symbolism of this double deal cannot be ignored. Nkunku goes to Bayern, a club where his talent can flourish, but in doing so, he clears the space for Chelsea to sign a player who actively chose them over the rest of Europe. It is a rare moment in football where both clubs feel they have won, but in truth, Chelsea's victory is bigger, because they have secured the loyalty of a generational talent who dreamed of wearing blue and who refused to compromise on that dream. Fabrizio Romano's green light was the final seal fans had been waiting for. The famous words "deal done" echoing across timelines and fan forums, while Sky Sports mirrored the confirmation, branding it one of the most important moves of the entire window. The excitement around Chelsea continues to build as manager Enzo Maresca has reportedly revealed new suggestions regarding his potential lineup for the coming matches. With a big surprise at the heart of it all, young Brazilian sensation Estevao could be handed a starting role much sooner than anyone expected. Chelsea's new direction under Maresca has been about trust in youth, balance in the squad, and creating a dynamic style that excites the fans. And now all eyes are on Cobham as Estevao impresses so much in training that the manager is seriously considering him for the first 11. Those close to Chelsea's preparations have described how Estevao, nicknamed Messinho in Brazil, has lit up training sessions with his skill, pace, and fearless attitude. At just 17, he is already playing like someone who belongs at the very top level. Maresca has been quietly testing different shapes with Estevao in wide areas, experimenting with him on both flanks to see where he best connects with Cole Palmer, Conor Gallagher, and Mykhailo Mudryk. The early signs are glowing. His ability to take on defenders one-on-one, combined with sharp link-up play, has convinced the staff that he may already be ready to handle Premier League intensity. Maresca's suggestion of including Estevao in the starting lineup has not only stirred excitement inside the camp, but has also brought joy to Chelsea supporters worldwide. The vision of seeing such young talent thrive at Stamford Bridge is exactly what fans have wanted. After years of turbulence and uncertainty, there is now a sense of stability and promise that Chelsea are once again building a squad with identity and purpose. The possible inclusion of Estevao perfectly symbolises this new era, but it is not just Estevao grabbing the headlines. At the same time, the saga of Xavi Simons has reached a dramatic turning point. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that talks are now almost over, with the Dutch star finally edging closer to a move that has felt destined for weeks. After rejecting the advances of Manchester City, ignoring calls from Bayern Munich, and closing doors to every other Premier League suitor, Simons has stayed true to his stance. He only wants Chelsea. Romano's latest update suggests that the long back and forth is nearing its conclusion, and all that remains is for the final details around Christopher Nkunku's negotiations with Bayern to be resolved before Simons' dream move can materialise. This is where the Chelsea project feels so powerful. On one side, Maresca is looking to bring through emerging stars like Estevao, trusting youth to play with courage and creativity. On the other side, the club is closing in on securing Xavi Simons, one of the brightest attacking talents in Europe, who has made it clear that he sees Chelsea as his only future. Together, these moves point toward a club that is not only stable again, but one that is building something extraordinary. When asked about his plans in training, Maresca hinted at flexibility. We want players who can express themselves, who can fit into the system, but also bring their own creativity. The young ones are showing they are ready. Chelsea has always been about mixing talent with responsibility, and that's the direction we are taking, he said. Though he did not name Estevao directly, it is no secret inside the camp that the young Brazilian has been catching everyone's eye. The thought of a lineup featuring Estevao on the wing, Cole Palmer pulling the strings, and soon Xavi Simons weaving through midfield is enough to give Chelsea supporters goosebumps. For the fans at Stamford Bridge, this feels like a true turning point. Last season's struggles are slowly being replaced by belief. The manager has a plan, the squad has balance, and the transfer strategy is clear. Romano's words add the final sweetness to the story. Xavi Simons has made his decision. The saga is almost over. He only wants Chelsea, he reported. That clarity, after weeks of speculation, gives Chelsea fans the certainty they have been craving. It is no longer about rumours or possibilities. It is about inevitability. Simons is coming, Estevao is emerging, and Maresca is shaping a side that can challenge anyone. Chelsea are no longer looking over their shoulders or reacting to rivals. They are now dictating the tempo of the market, dictating the rhythm of training, and dictating the future of their squad.